Hello, good evening. How are you? Excellent, excellent, wonderful, wonderful to see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching whenever you may. Past, present, future, it's all the same. It's all now. Lovely to see you again. So what is today? It's always Saturday, right? During this thing, every day is Saturday. What is today for real? I think it's only Monday. Nope, it's Tuesday. I don't even know how that happens. All right, so today there's a couple things we're going to talk about, and they're related. So you may hear a lot about being grounded. We're going to talk a little bit about what that means and why it's important. And then also we are about, I think, 20 minutes away from the full moon. The full moon in Libra. Let me just see. I think it's 10:30 something. There's a lot of videos coming out, guys. Are you paying attention to the stuff that's coming out? Can you say disclosure? It's good stuff. So pay attention and come to your own conclusions. There's a lot of good information out there. And, there is no one person or source that is 100% right. So this is a time that you really have to weigh things out and ask if information is true for you. I'm going to look real quick about that full moon. Full moon, April 2020, also known as the pink moon. It is not physically pink. Let's see. It is a super moon, which means the moon is very close to the earth. In fact, I do know that tonight's super moon is the closest that the moon will be to Earth all year. So if you are in a place on the planet that you've got a good eye shot of the moon, yeah, that's when it looks like mammoth. So cool when that happens. All right. Oh, here it is. April's super pink moon is the biggest moon of 2020. And I'm looking for the time. Yeah, that's 2:08. That's not right. 2:08 p.m. That doesn't sound right. I thought it was 10:30 tonight. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we are under the influence of the full moon in Libra. So a lot of us are recognizing people are not being treated fairly. And I spoke about this in last night's video, so I'll try not to repeat. Okay. After today, it is going to get a little bit easier. I just want to let you know there's so much stress out there. There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, sweet. So we do have Woo Life shirts. And our friend Michelle happened to win one. So she's commenting on here. I was repping my Woo Life shirt today. I was going to share a pic, but not sure if Facebook was being weird or what. I definitely want to see a pic. We'll put it on the website. If you guys are interested in getting one, we're in a little bit limited supply right now. But I'll let you know what we have. So if you're interested, let me know. You could either message me or send me an email. Look online, see what we have there. And if you have now we did have a couple hoodies, but they went like that. They were very, very cool. So sometimes I have mine on the back there. Of course, it's like a maroon color. The other ones were black with white print. Very, very cool. Okay. Also, out of nowhere, and I'm grateful for it, I'm getting a bunch of orders for personal cacao kits that I make. So if you're not familiar, okay, I'm a little bit warm now. So cacao it's a whole food. It is, it's basically where your chocolate comes from before Nestle's gets a hold of it and pumps all kinds of sugar and cancer into it. It is the raw bean. It is cacao, the raw bean. And so I buy it in bulk because I love it. And then I was doing cacao ceremonies at various places when I was traveling up until last month. And every time. And it's just a wonderful, beautiful thing. It tastes like dark chocolate. And so I have these kits. In fact, I can share with you. So if you happen to get one, I think, about 18 of them left. So they come in this nice little mason jar, and then inside is the cacao. I'll show it to you. It's a delightful, wonderful experience. Now, you don't trip. It's a vasodilator. It increases blood flow. It's a beautiful, calming, soothing experience when you drink it. It's a heart opening. And this particular blend is called Rose Tantric. So it's the one that I use for all the ceremonies. We open our hearts and we connect. You can do this yourself or with your partner or with some friends practicing social distancing. So in that mason jar, you get, it's a measured ounce of discs. They're cacao discs. And then you get a mini but mighty organic honey. And then the secret blend of proprietary mixes there. So you can use your favorite mug, or you can use what it comes in. And you empty everything in there, and you add hot liquid, not boiling. You can use water. Or what I like to do is use 3/4 water with 1/4 not almond milk, because almond milk has a lot of, guess what, pesticides. I actually like oat milk. And you can add a little more natural honey if you want it a little bit sweeter. So you, oh yeah, I didn't finish putting it back together. So you blend it or you mix it. And when it's nice and warm, you hold it to your heart and you just connect with it. And you can ask things like, you can ask the cacao how it would like to work with you. It's a sacred plant medicine, and this is ancient, thousands and thousands and thousands of years. This has been being worked with. So anyways, you get the cacao. There's two options. You can either just get this, or you can get the full thing. So this is personal cacao for one. And then there's also this that includes a smudge kit, which I just got done making a new blend. Well, it's not a new blend, but a new batch. So you get a little candle. You get a little abalone shell. And then you get, so I shred up some Palo Santo, which is holy wood, which is amazing. It is like my most favorite smell. And if you use smudge, sage, things like that, those are great too. Plus that stuff is a disinfectant for your air. So it's awesome. Definitely do that. But Palo Santo does not leave a big thick smoke the way that sage does. This is my favorite one. Okay, so anyway, so I shred up some of this, and then I have white sage, and which I put some in there, and then some frankincense and myrrh, and I put it all together. Here it is. See, here's the blend that I made tonight. So the people that ordered, I made this fresh batch. Isn't that lovely? I wish you could smell it. That's amazing. Okay, so anyways, I think I've got about 18 left. If you're interested, you can message me directly or go on my Etsy store, which is Good for the Spirit. It's the Etsy shop's name. Good, number 4, the Spirit. Okay, so let's get to our point now. I've been rambling for 10 minutes and I did not get to the point. I am known for that. You know, I can just ramble on about anything and everything, but I'm so excited for life. Everything is so wonderful. Okay. I'm still thinking about cacao. If there's anything I missed, you can look it up and Google it. So don't look up cocoa. It's cacao. It's a whole food. It's keto and vegan and friendly and good for you. It's very, very good for you. It opens your heart and helps you to connect. This is a beautiful thing, especially since we have to kind of be alone. It just helps you to recenter and reground. Aha! Perfect segue. So what the heck does it mean to be grounded and why do we need to do it? We are electric beings. We're electromagnetic beings. Okay, the Earth is an electromagnetic planet. If you think about electrical appliances like your refrigerator with the 3 prongs, one of those is for grounding, and on the outside of your house is a grounding rod somewhere, and which goes into the earth so that too much electric charge doesn't all come into one device and short out. People are the same way. We must be grounded. So back in the olden days, people used to wear moccasins. Now we wear rubber soles, and that prevents us from being able to be grounded. Now, whatever argument you want to look up, you will find proponents and the opposite for every and any point that you could think of. Now, most of society who are enlightened people or holistic people, which is kind of the same, will say you got to connect with nature, okay? It's important to be grounded. So I'm going to come back to Ed Edwards. I just want to say it because I want to come back to mention him. Okay, so being grounded means connecting with Earth so that you could discharge extra energy that you have in your system. We are electrical beings. Now, if you don't believe that, what do they do in hospitals when they measure your heart? They're measuring the electricity that your heart puts out. What about that EEG thing when they do brain scans? They're measuring the electrical impulses that your brain is sending out. Our thoughts carry an electrical charge. We are walking radio towers. We're emitting our thoughts all the time. And some people are very, very sensitive to that. Like if you can, a lot of people actually can read other people's thoughts. And even now, here's a very good experiment. And I learned this from Ellen Bourne. I love her. She's a wonderful person. I took a medical intuitive class with her. And she had somebody sit in the corner of a darkened room back to the audience. And she had them pick an emotion, and they needed to project that emotion. And the rest of us, students, needed to detect what that emotion was. So we can't see the facial. We don't see any like body tension or any motion or anything. If we look over there, really we should have had our eyes closed anyways, but if we look over there, all we would see is somebody's back. So if you're projecting a particular emotion, think about that for a moment. So if I project happiness, you can think about, see, some people are going to get it in a sound frequency. This is what happiness almost sounds like to me, or this is what light happiness looks like to me, or this is what happiness feels like to me if I see somebody else being happy. I'm always happy. Now, happiness, what does happiness, how do you sense that? This will help you to understand your detectors, your little senses out there. How do you interpret that? So, I mean, if you're not looking, and again, time and space, they don't matter. So you could tap into this at any time. So if I'm going to project, actually, okay, I'm going to keep a straight face and I'm going to project an emotion. And let's see if you can detect the emotion that I'm going to project. You know what? Maybe, because I kind of suck at poker face. So I'm going to hide my face. And I want you to interpret, I want you to read the emotion that I am going to project. Okay? So just clear your mind for a minute. Okay? Take a breath. Get your ego out of the way. Okay? There's no wrong answers here. Okay? And I'm going to focus on an emotion. I'm going to cover my face and just see what you pick up. Okay. I have to turn it off, my projection there. So what did you guys get? What kind of an emotion did you get, if anything? I'm sure you got something. So whatever came to you initially, that's the one to pick. Do not analyze. The thing is, you guys are all intuitive. We are born with that. But we are trained that our intuition is woo-woo. And it's not. It's who we are. It's what we naturally have. So what did you guys get? So I was projecting sadness. I was projecting sadness and then being scared came in there, and then being lonely came in there. So that was the way that, yes, good. Yes, it was hurt. And I was thinking of children that are separated from their homes. And I was thinking of children being mistreated, because that is what's going on and it's coming to surface. But then I started thinking of, I was trying to think of other sad things more on a personal note to help me really get the emotion. And I thought of loneliness and missing people. Like, I don't mean missing, I mean like missing your mom, like that. So that's how it is. So you can try that. It's a wonderful, wonderful experiment that you can do. Just, I really want you to understand that we are intuitive beings. Our thoughts are electrical, and we are always sending and receiving at all times. It's just the way it is. Okay. So why is it important to be grounded? Okay, so if we're not grounded, then we're kind of up in our head and we're floating around, and we have accidents because we're not focused, we're not paying attention. When we're not grounded, that's exactly it. We can become an airheaded. We can become distant and aloof and not there, not there behind the eyes. We're not present. When we're not grounded, we're unable to be present. And guess what? People who are sustainably not grounded show more signs of illness. They have more stress, measured stress in their bodies. They have more irritation, more inflammation, and more illness. Especially the way people are stacked up on top of each other. High rises, the rubber bottom shoes, not being able to get in touch with nature. It has detrimental effects on our well-being. Okay, so how can we get grounded? Being in touch with nature. Hug a tree. Walk around barefoot. Lie down in the grass. Make sure there's no doggy do first, but get in connection with the earth, which is magnetic also. It's grounding, so you need to connect to the earth. You can walk barefoot. It's okay if it's concrete. It's okay if it's, the street. but not asphalt. Asphalt does not conduct electricity. Now, concrete's not actually a great conductor either, but some of the stuff that I read said it's okay. Grass is the best. You can connect, like actually touch trees, feel the leaves, put the leaves on your face, connect with live nature. Best thing you can do. Go back to wearing moccasins. They were a trend when I was in high school. Being barefoot and connecting to nature. Now I have some notes, so let me check my notes. Notes. Proved to improve circulation and reduce stress. And this comes from the Chopra Center, Deepak Chopra. Reconnect to the earth. Improve circulation, reduce stress levels, decrease levels of inflammation and pain are all a result of being more grounded. And being grounded also applies to people. Okay, when you're electrically grounded, you feel centered, solid, strong, balanced, less tense, and less stress. We already talked about that. Okay, so overall, you feel good. And if you have pain, you have less of it, or maybe none at all when you're grounded. All right, good. Cool and good. Okay, done with that. So now we're going to move to our crystal of the day, which also isn't even a crystal. It's a mineral. Okay, it's hematite. Have you heard of hematite? You may have had a hematite ring. And guess what? You know, those hematite rings are magnetic. True hematite is not magnetic. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? I have a beautiful specimen to share. It's a hematite skull. Ooh, isn't it a beaut? And it's heavy too. Hematite is heavy compared to this green aventurine skull. This is much heavier. A lot. It's heavy. Hematite is heavy, and it's a mineral. Guess what? It's not magnetic. It is not. So man-made versions, they add extra stuff in there to make it more magnetic. Now, there may be iron filaments or something. I'm not into all that, but it was much to my surprise because I always thought it was. So at like gem shows or vendor events and stuff, or psychic fairs, there's always like a crystal vendor or two, and they have those hematite rings and they're magnetic and cool. Now there is benefits to wearing magnets. I'm not here to talk about that. And I do have a mess in front of me, but I do have hematite beads because I have like every kind of bead. Where did I put them? I can't find anything. I got to get these orders out. I have a mess here. Where did I put them? I'm sure I got distracted on the way to the cabinet to here. But I had them in my hand and I shook them, so I know they're not in my drawer. Let me see. Let me take a quick peek. So I went to touch up my lipstick and I left them there. Here they are. So I have about 1 billion of these things because I love crystals and I like making stuff with them. So as you can see, they're magnetic. They're magnetic. Okay, so this is not true hematite. I dropped one. So it's not true hematite, although it still does have healing properties. It's still wonderful to work with and to use. Just know that it is not true hematite. And this is something that you can Google for yourself. But I just like to share, you know, because why not? I always thought it was magnetic, and I just, when I found out it wasn't, I was like, I want to share this so that you guys know, because knowledge is power. All right, great. Onward. So now you know. Okay. Okay, so we talked about grounding. We talked about our thing and why it's important to be grounded. Okay, so it's like you want to have your feet on the ground, right? You want to, how else can you be calm, cool, and collective? You have to be grounded. And especially now, because we're sort of being uprooted with all of these worries and constant influx of all this information and bold, bright red letters all the time, emergency this and it super sucks. And the best thing that you can do is to educate yourself, but gosh darn, don't overwhelm yourself. It's too easy to just go down all of these rabbit holes and get all worked up, and the day gets away from you, and then you become frustrated because you didn't do what you wanted to do. I mean, it happens to the best of us. It happens to everybody. So stay busy with positive things. Now, of course, you know, everything is not unicorns and rainbows, unless you're me. It's not that negative things don't happen. I just don't let them charge me. I don't let them impact me. So I turn it into an opportunity. Everything that happens is an opportunity. So just reframe whatever's going on. It works. Try it. All right. A lot of people had some pretty crappy dreams last night. I had bad dreams. I had bad dreams that I was trying to escape my ex. You know, I've been away from my ex for 12 years. And, you know, every now and then I'll still have those kinds of dreams where I'm trying to get away. But this was better because I had like money. I like pulled out this $100 bill and he was like looking at me and I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, yeah. And I jumped down this big, like elevator shaft, and I kind of just like floated. Well, I floated fastly down, but then when I was trying to run, it was like running underwater, and that kind of sucked a little bit, but it all worked out. So nothing bad happened to me in my dream. Okay. All right. So let's see. How about just a very short little grounding exercise? My hands are lit up. So somebody wants something. Well, actually, that's not what that means. It means that my guides are here and they want to work with you. So they're always a step ahead of me. And those of you who are new to me or are interested in what I do, I'm an energy healer. I work with star magic healing, and also I work with the Arcturian energies. I do quantum healing, which simply means the universal field. There's a billion names for the same gosh darn thing. I find you out there. Some people call it psychic surgery. So I do that. I'm an astrologer. I can tell you all kinds of stuff about you. Maybe we should do that one day. Let's just do an astrology chart, and I could pick it apart and explain all the things that you could learn about yourself, about somebody else. If you're considering dating somebody, just get their birthday, the time and city that they were born, and oh my God, I can tell you everything about them. In fact, my eldest son, when he is considering dating somebody, he gets that information and he's like, well, my mom's a psychic and I'll see what she says. and I can tell if you're compatible, where certain conflicts will be. Your birth information says all of that. It's so cool. And then of course it makes you think, you know, is how much is destiny and fate? And, you know, we always have, of course we have free choice. So how, looking at someone's chart can it gives you, it's like your cosmic fingerprint, And it gives you all kinds of information about your natural tendencies, behaviors, certain conflicts, your life lessons from a past life that comes in. Just so much stuff. It also tells you your destiny and your mission in life, and what are your strengths, and what will you be best at in your career. And we can look at compatibility. Very, very powerful. Super cool. So those are things that I offer. And I'm sure I left out some other things because I've got like a billion different certifications, because I want to know. I want to know how everything works and how it all ties together. And it all boils down to numbers. It's all codes. It's numerology. And it's just all different expressions of the same thing. So, so cool. So I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to start filming my first online workshop, and it is one that I've taught in a whole bunch of different cities with 100% success rate, and it's how to connect with crystals, how to feel crystal energy. It's an awesome class, and so far I have only taught it online. No, I haven't. I've only taught it in person. I'm creating it online, but it's going to be limited, because when you order the class, you're going to get crystals that I'll mail to you. So as I'm going through the class, you're going to hold the crystal that I tell you, and then we go through it. Very cool. I can't wait to get this out. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Okay, so that's going to be the first one anyways. So if you're interested in following me, you could subscribe to my email on my website at suzy-woo.com. Woo, of course, is woo! All right. I wanted to do a card. Why not do the unicorns? This is an amazingly beautiful deck. Yeah, I like visual. I like pretty things. And this deck, Oracle of the Unicorns. And the author is Cordelia Francesca Braba, it looks like. I'm sure if you Google it, you can find it. Oracle of the Unicorns. I think I picked this one up on Amazon. But goodness gracious, the pictures are gorgeous, and you're going to see. So we're going to do a little, very short grounding to help you to be grounded, because otherwise this video wouldn't be complete. And I got to back up because I do get a little bit handy. Okay, so go ahead. I'm going to try to use my indoor voice now. Go ahead and close your eyes. Okay, just relax into your body. Be aware of your physicalness, okay? Think of your body. Be aware of yourself, your physical body. Great, good. Okay, take a couple of breaths, and with your intentions, follow that breath up through your nose, down your windpipe, down into your lungs. Really breathe deeply. Fill the bottom third of your lungs. Hold it for a moment. And let it out. Do that a couple of times. Okay, and this is what we're doing. Oh my goodness. So it's like things are changing. Okay, so I'm looking at the core of the earth. So the core of the earth is going through a metamorphosis right now. We are upgrading from an iron to a crystalline diamond matrix. And here comes all the buzzy buzz. All right, so envision the center of our earth. Think of the core of the earth. Just think about it. Bring your awareness to the center of the earth. Okay, now imagine it as a white ball of light. And I'm getting that we have dragon energy, which is beautiful. We love working with dragons. They're higher dimensional beings, as are unicorns, which, yes, are real. Okay. So our intentions, our focus right now is on the center of the earth. We're seeing it as a white ball of light. Beautiful. So now we have We have the unicorn energy. Okay, this is super cool. So now imagine this white ball of light getting a, what's the word for this? It's almost, I don't know if this is the right word, translucent, where you see some reflections of rainbow colors. Okay, so introduce the color of rainbow into this white ball of light. Good. Continue to breathe. Now with your intentions, notice where you are in proportion to the center of the earth. With your intentions, bring one ray of this white and rainbow light up from the core of the earth, up and up and up, all the way to where you are. See it coming up through the layers of the earth, through the crust, and up through the ground and the foundation of your house, up and through the bottom of your room, and right up until the base of your spine. And feel it go right through you, almost like a light skewer. Okay, but it's good and healthy. Okay, and allow this light to fill your entire body. It's amazing energy. It's very unicornian. Okay, just feel this beautiful energy for a moment. Breathe it in. This is comforting, it's soothing, it's happy, but it's also energetic. It's almost like playful, almost frolicky. Allow this beautiful cleansing energy to do exactly that. Cleanse, clear. Okay, hold it for a moment as I invite the Arcturian energy in. Continue to breathe. And this is intelligent energy, so you may be feeling certain sensations in different areas of your body. I'm feeling tingling in the back of my calves, in the top of my thighs, shoulders, and hands. But your experience may be completely different. And they're done already. They're fast. Wonderful. Now open your heart and just with your intention, say thank you for this beautiful light, this beautiful healing energy, and this wonderful transmission. This energy transference, it feels like it's something like that. Okay. Now be aware that your line between your full body and that ray of light going to the core of the earth, this is how you can connect with the earth, communicate, dial in and connect with other beings, other people around the planet, because we're all connected. We're all connected to this ball in the center of the earth. That's so cool, so cool. So this is a tube. This is a grounding cord, but it's also a tube. You can tap into the energy. You could send intentions through it. You could receive energy through it. And we just need to surround that with, we're doing it right now, it's a higher, it begins with a C. It's a higher frequency energy. We're surrounding this just to kind of seal it in and prevent any other lower frequencies from penetrating it. I'm not sure if it's chromium or something. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was just told. Yeah, it's chromium. Cool. just to protect. It's a shield. Sweet. Great. Okay, so being grounded to the earth is going to help you when things get too much and you're too like flighty and up in the head. Just bring your awareness down to the center of the earth. Bring that light back up and send your energy and attentions down through it. Feel yourself connecting like a grounding rod and send like, oh my God, this is too much. And just with your intentions, create a wire, create a grounding rod, stick it into the earth. Send all the overflow down through there, and the earth will take it from you. And then replenish it with beautiful light coming up. Isn't that awesome? So cool. I never know what's going to happen ahead of time. You know, I can have an intention, but I don't know until I get here exactly how it's going to go. Super cool. So now let's do a card, and then I will let you be. On this Saturday night. Every night is Saturday. All right. I'm going to have to move my keyboard so I can spread them out. Great. All right. So we are asking for some kind of a beautiful message for everybody who is joining me now or ever will, because time is just a dimension. It doesn't. Michelle says, I got a bit dizzy and then a major hot flash and tingly on the bottom of my feet and arms. Awesome. Wonderful. And every time you watch this, you're going to have a different experience. It's whatever, it's going to show up differently every time. And it's always healing, cleansing, and fantastic. All right, so let me spread these out and see which one. Okay. Oh, double checking right here. Ooh, leadership. How cool. Look how pretty the picture is. Oh, I got a glare. Leadership. How pretty. I love it. These are gorgeous, gorgeous cards. And let me, I'll tell you what the author says for this card. Now, naturally, if you ever get a reading from me, I'm not going to be reading the book. But I just like to share different decks because you can get a feel for it. And if you like it, pick one up. And there's no affiliate. Like, I don't get anything for this. I just like to share. Okay, step into your leadership. Share your message. Inspire and empower others. The time has come for you to be the leader you came here to be and to make a stand for what you believe in. Absolutely. This is perfect. The situation or opportunity is calling on you to speak your truth powerfully. There are others who need to hear your message, and they have been waiting for you to show them another way. This unicorn urges you to rise up and be seen and heard. Do not be afraid of standing out. That's important. Dare to shine your light more brightly than ever. And let your passion for making a difference be greater than any of your ego's insecurities. Being a leader is not always the easiest path, and it may require you to be courageous. Be assured that the universe would not have put this opportunity in your path if you weren't ready. Ask the divine to guide you as you speak out. Rise up, leader of light. You came here for greatness, and it is your time to be seen. How cool is that? Woo! That was awesome. Okay. I'll show you a couple other pictures. These are not readings now. I just want you to see how beautiful this deck is. I love this deck. So pretty. Yeah. So I'll probably end up putting it in the comments for you so that you don't have to remember it. I don't like having to remember stuff. Just give me the shortcut. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you for joining me tonight. Please subscribe to my new YouTube channel. And you can... so subscribe to the YouTube channel. I really got to get used to this and get it down. You can find me online. My name is Suzy Woo. Excuse me, woo! Because it's fun. I want you to live a life that makes you want to say woo. This is going to be for tomorrow. I have something to share with you for tomorrow, which will, of course, again be Saturday, because like every day is Saturday. If you're interested in getting some cacao, just shoot me a message. And have a beautiful evening. Enjoy this full moon. Take lots of good deep breaths. Be grounded. You know what that means. Enjoy some hematite. You can come back and freeze frame on this and just connect with this crystal. And remember, real hematite is a mineral and it's not magnetic, but both of those two things. And if you're interested in me making a crystal grid for you, I will channel that information. I do that. It's not advertised anywhere. I just can't keep up with everything that I'm doing, but it's okay. All right. I think that's good for tonight. Thank you. Oh, I got to give you a hug. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Because we can. And that way it's not contagious, but love is contagious. And oh my God, one other thing. The other night on 4/4, that night, the Schumann resonance, the Earth's heartbeat, it went. So I posted a picture on my Facebook page. You can Google it and find it. Like I say, please do your own research, do your own homework. You don't need to believe anybody. See what resonates for yourself, because that is your truth. You must know your truth. One other thing had come to me today. See, every time I want to go, other things come. And I had written this down, but I left the piece. It's in my laptop, which is closed in front of me. And this has to do with finding your truth and identifying with who are you and what do you stand for? What is going on? It's like there's this panic, and it's a game of four corners where like you play the music and the music stops and everybody has to go into the corner. Which corner are you going to run to? Where do you stand? What is your truth? And I know I'm saying this a lot, but it's so true and it's so important that during this time you go within and look for your truth and get back in alignment with that truth. To do what it is, it's to wipe away everything and just be like naked with yourself. And to ask, why am I here? And what do I love? What matters to me? Then look at your current situation, your job, everything else, and then compare the two. If they match, you're good to go. If they don't, this is your time to make those adjustments, to make your plan, because whatever's going on this year, by the end of this year, when we get into December, that's going to kick off, actually, in a big scheme of things, the next 180 years. But the next, I think, is 20, I forget, 20 years. We're beginning a new 20-year pattern. Every 20 years, the tides change. And so for you, the things that you engage this year are going to set the pace for your next 20 years. So gosh darn it, make it count, make it awesome, and make it be in alignment with what will just make your heart sing. And remember to take time to love yourself, to express gratitude, to count your blessings, and to love your life. All right? That's it. Have a beautiful evening. I love you deeply, my wonderful, beautiful, sacred warriors. Thank you. Have a beautiful evening. Oh, Instagram, thank you. There's WooLife.org and Suzy Woo Healer. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Suzy Woo Healer. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, WooLife.org. All together. Thank you for asking. Have a beautiful evening. Bye, everybody. Woo!